refreshed. Hey guys, it's me Sylvia, back with another video. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna be doing my full face using mostly BURT'S makeup, because if you guys didn't know, they recently came out with actual makeup, which I'm very excited about, because if you didn't see, a little while back I did do a video testing out some BURT'S beauty products, but they didn't really have a full range of hardy makeup like foundation and eyeshadow and all that. And I really liked the products I tried out in that video, and I suggested, I was like, I really hope that they come out with actual makeup, because it'd be fun to try that out. And maybe they saw my video, you guys. Maybe they did, because shortly after, here we have it. We have a bunch of new makeup from them. So we're gonna try it out today. I'm gonna try and do a full face, but they're still missing a few products, but I think we can make it work. So if you're not familiar with the BURT'S brand, they're basically known for their lip balm, and they also have like a wide range of other lip products and some skincare stuff. So they keep the environment in mind from their ingredients right down to the packaging. It's simple, natural, and responsible. Now that we know a little bit about the brand, let's just get right into doing our makeup with the new products. You guys, if you did watch the first BURT'S makeup, you would notice that my skin looks so much better. Oh, I've come a long way. I mean, there's still some improvements that can be made, but my skin used to be so bad, and there's videos to support that, but it's okay. You guys have seen my journey. So let's start with some of their skincare, kind of to prime my face. I tried to get stuff that I hadn't really tried for my skin before, so I can get to know the brand a little bit more from what I have already tried. So first, let's start with just like a toner from them. This is their rose water toner. Comes in a big bottle. So it's a natural toner developed with botanical blend of cleansing and softening ingredients, and it's supposed to help remove traces of cleanser, any trapped dirt or oil and makeup, and it's supposed to just leave your skin naturally clean. So after you clean your skin, you're supposed to put this on afterwards. So my skin is clean, so let's just apply it over top. I guess a toner would be good for my skin. It would help prevent like my pimples from turning into dark spots and just keep my skin tone more even, which is what I think my skin needs right now. It smells really, really good, like rose, obviously, because it's rose water. It doesn't have like any tingling or anything. It just feels like a super watery, lightweight serum or something like that. All right, well, we can't really judge that one too much until you use it for a long time. So let's move on to the next product. But for right now, I like how my skin feels. It says it's supposed to make your skin feel refreshed. It does feel refreshed. So next up, let's use this Even Tone Moisturizing Cream. It's supposed to help with brightening and evening out your skin. But this is also supposed to help with diminishing the appearance of dark spots and discoloration. And 100% of women saw brighter skin after using this. Wow. But you are supposed to see those results after 8 weeks of use, it says in the fine print, so I won't be able to tell you about that right now. So it comes in a really giant pump. I think I did test this out in my last video. Why did I rebuy it? I can't describe the smell. It's kind of citrusy. This is a really lightweight moisturizer, and it seems to be getting absorbed into my skin really quickly. Oh yeah, I like this. It smells good. And you're supposed to use this after you cleanse your face and tone your face, so we are doing it in the right order. Not too sure if this is gonna actually like replace a makeup primer, but we're gonna see how the makeup applies over top of it. Who knows, but we don't have a legit primer from them, so let's carry on. So my skin does feel a lot more moisturized. The dry spots I normally get on my nose and like the flakiness does seem to be a lot more hydrated. So I'm saying that I like that moisturizing even tone cream so far. So next up, I have their foundation to try out. I'm most excited about this. It is their Goodness Glows liquid makeup. So it says it's a full coverage mineral formula. It's supposed to be a moisturizing foundation that hydrates, nourishes your skin with meadow foam seed oil, known for skin moisturizing benefits and naturally beautiful results. Cool. I got the shade Buff. So I think it's the tiniest bit too light for me. So I'm gonna use the shade Linen Beige. It says it's supposed to be full coverage with a natural finish. Oh my God, that is really full coverage. Kind of smells like tea tree oil to me. Wow, this is actually way more full coverage than I thought it would be. I wouldn't expect BURT'S to come out with a full coverage foundation first. I feel like a lot of their products before were more of like the barely there type of makeup, like their BB creams and stuff. So that's what I was expecting, but no, I'm living for this full coverage right now. Wait, why is it lifting on my nose a little bit as I'm trying to blend it? What is going on? Okay, I zoomed you guys in really close because I think that this would be hard to see on the camera. Actually, no, it's not. My skin looks absolutely terrible right now. I mean, I'm hoping it's not the foundation, but I think it might be the cream that we used underneath, because the foundation is just kind of like moving around, and I've used this sponge so many times before. Oh no. Do you see this? Okay, I cannot proceed like this. So I don't know if it's the foundation or the stuff we used beforehand, but what I'm gonna do is take everything off and try to apply the foundation with a regular primer. Be right back. So this is the foundation applied on top of my regular primer. That's kind of my go-to. It seems to be just like lifting and not really building well on itself. And I only did one layer, but just getting that one layer to kind of apply evenly is what's the issue here. And it's not looking too great like in my nostrils or anywhere where I have texture on my skin. So it's taking just a little bit more effort to get a nice even application. Really weird. So this is it close up. It is a natural finish. It's kind of dewy, I'll be honest. I don't mind it. It might not be great for my oily skin in a couple hours, but I like the fact that it is really full coverage. I'm just having a hard time really blending it and making it even. It was definitely worse with the brightening cream underneath, but now that I tried it on a different primer, I can still kind of see how it is the foundation that's difficult to blend. Anyways, this is the best I can do with blending that out. So far I'm not too impressed. I'm gonna see how it settles into the skin. So let's do concealer. I don't have a BURT'S one, so I'm gonna just apply my own concealer. So it's looking a lot better after applying some concealer. Like all the unevenness here and stuff is completely taken care of. I used a really full coverage Tarte Shape Tape concealer, so I feel like that helped. But you can still see with the foundation where it stands by itself, it's still kind of questionable on my problem areas or where I have any sort of texture. So I feel like if my skin was in worse shape, the foundation would look even worse. But from far away and in the areas where I don't really have bad skin, it actually looks really nice and it's like full coverage. But we're gonna check back in at the end of the video, see how it wears and how those spots look, or if it just kind of melts all in together, and who knows, it could look better by the end of the video. Let's move on to the next product. I'm gonna use their new mattifying foundation powder. This is in the shade Vanilla. Maybe this will actually help with the foundation kind of splotchiness too and help to even it out a little bit. All right, so it's kind of a 2-compartment type of thing. Oh, and it's got a mirror on the bottom compartment. So this is a sponge I guess it comes with. For touching up, I would assume I wouldn't normally apply any sort of powder with a sponge like this because it'll just get like stuck in that one spot. But let's apply using one of these dual fiber brushes. Whoa. It's very silky feeling. It does kind of look full coverage. This looks a little bit light, but let's see how it looks on the skin. It's not covering up the splotchiness there, but it is mattifying my skin a little bit. So it's supposed to blend easily to smooth and even out your skin, absorb oil, but not dry your skin out. And it's made with bamboo to help blur imperfections and give you the look of smooth, even skin. So the powder is completely applied, and I don't think that it helped with like the patchiness of the foundation, as you can see. The only thing I can really tell it made a difference with is the finish of the foundation. It kind of absorbed the oiliness of it, so now it's a lot more matte looking. But even though I didn't put a lot of the powder, I feel like it does look really cakey. Like my face looks like I have a ton of powder on it, even though I didn't put that much. I could just be really picky right now because I usually am with like complexion products, but I'm not loving the two skin products right now. Like, doesn't that look cakey to you guys? I'm not crazy, right? So let's take a break from the face and move on to eyes. They came out with some eyeshadows. I did grab the Dusky Woods Compact. So it comes with 3 colors. It looks like just enough to make one complete eye look. You have a nice highlight shade there, a shimmer, and a dark color here. Let's swatch. This is the dark shade. Not bad. This is the shimmery shade. Ooh, that one swatched really, really nice. And this is the light shade. That one looks a little chalky to me, but let's just see how they apply on the lids. So first I'm gonna go in with the shade right here, and I'm gonna highlight my brow bone with that. Don't see much happening right now. Okay, gotta build it a little bit. So this shade is completely matte. So these shadows are supposed to be a long-lasting mineral formula that's supposed to blend easily and resist creasing or smudging. And it's also supposed to be an all-day wear type of formula. Fallout. It's everywhere. I'm not sure how I feel about this light shade. It did seem to have a lot of fallout, and I had to do a few layers to get it nice and even, but let's wait to judge it. I want to compare it to the other shades. I'm going to go in with the shimmery shade now. We're going to just do a simple eye look and only use this product for the eyes. So I'm going to apply that shimmery shade all over the lid. Very natural looking, pretty bronzy shade. It does seem to show up a lot quicker than the white one, and it's easier to get an even application with this one. And it seems like this shadow doesn't have as much fallout as the matte lighter color we used on the brow bone. All right, so that shadow is completely applied. I actually really like that shadow as an all over lid color. I even brought it up over my crease just because it's shimmery, but it's not so shimmery that it can't be used as a crease color. So it's really, really nice as an all over color. So now let's try out the darkest color here. This one's matte as well. I'm gonna apply that just on the outer corner of my eye. Not pigmented right off the bat. You definitely have to build it. So it's definitely not as dark as it is in the pan on my lid. So it could use a little bit more pigmentation, but it's still turning out really pretty. It's just like a subtle way to deepen up the outer corner. I was gonna use this along my lash line as a liner, but it's really not that dark, so I don't think that it could be used that way. So all the colors are applied. Let's clean it up a little bit. So definitely my favorite shade in that compact is the shimmery one. The matte ones, I don't know, they didn't give me what I wanted. They weren't very pigmented. The darkest one was just enough to kind of give you some depth, but you can't really make any complex looks with it. And then the lightest color is just a little bit too chalky and had a lot of fallout, but definitely the bronze shade is really, really pretty. And I think you can create a very nice neutral eye with this compact, especially if you're new to makeup or a beginner with eyeshadows and you don't want anything too crazy. But if you're more advanced with eye makeup and you want to do more than just one look, then you probably don't want to go for something like this. Moving on to the next product, they also came out with some eyeliners. So I have one in soft black, and it says it's a responsibly sourced cedar wood pencil, 99.9% natural. So I'm gonna just apply this along my lash line. So because it's not like a super creamy formula, it's a little bit hard. You just work bit by bit to get that line. It doesn't just glide over top of the texture of your eyelid. But once the product warms up a bit, you can definitely get that color on there. And I'll just do a little bit on the outer lower lash line. So final verdict on the eye pencil, it's actually really decent. If you do like a more creamier eye pencil, then you might not want to go for this one. But if you're really into the 99.9% natural aspect, then I think it is definitely a decent choice. You'll just have to be a little bit more careful with how you apply it. Moving on to some mascara. They came out with a mascara as well. This one's in classic black. This one is 100% natural, which fully blows my mind because that's hard to do these days. So this is supposed to lengthen and define your lashes instantly, and it has jojoba oil in it. It's supposed to be naturally moisturizing and nourish your lashes. I really like the bristles in this. It seems to be grabbing every single one of my lashes. Like you can really comb it through and you can feel it pulling through your lashes. So I like that, but I am having to put quite a few layers because I like my lashes to be really thick and dramatic, but it is getting my lashes to where I want them. And especially on my lower lashes, like look how bomb that looks. It's a very nice natural look, not clumpy at all, and it definitely does add length like it says it does. So the mascara is applied and I'm really impressed. I do really like it. As long as it doesn't flake throughout the day and it's long lasting without smudging, then I think this one is fully Sylvia approved, but I will update the description with the products as I normally do, so make sure you check that if you want to see how it wore. But for right now, I really like it. So now to do my brows, they did come out with a brow pencil. This one is 99.9% natural, and I got it in the shade blonde, which is probably a little bit too light, but they only came out with two shades, blonde and brunette, and the brunette seemed really dark. It does have a spoolie brush on the end of it, which I'm very happy about. It's so creamy, you guys. Holy, it's just gliding right on. I kind of wish that it was a thinner kind of pencil just because I like to imitate little hairs, but it definitely can fill in your brows really quickly. The brush on the end definitely helps to blend the color in. Final verdict on this is I do really like it, but because it's so creamy, do you see how dull it got after just one application? And because you don't get that super sharp pointed tip, it's harder to create little brow hairs. So if you just have the issue of having really sparse brows and you just need something to fill it in real quick, I think this would be perfect. But for me, because I need a little bit more precision, I really want them to come out with a brow pencil with a finer tip, because I would totally buy it just because this is really good. It's just not the type of brow product that I like to use for my specific brows. So back to the face makeup, we have the blush that we're gonna be, hello, who is it? We're gonna be using the shade Bare Peach. It's supposed to be a lightweight mineral blush, adds radiance to enhance your cheeks' natural glow. It has bamboo, honey, and vitamin E in it, which is supposed to nourish your skin as well, and 100% natural. Oh my god, that's so pretty, and it's so subtle, so it's really easy to work with. You're not gonna apply a bunch of product that you can't blend out. That's so pretty. That's probably my favorite product so far. All right, so depending on how long lasting this blush is, I really like the way it applies, and the shade of it is really nice. So last up we have lips. I have a few lip products from them. Today we're gonna try out their gloss lip crayon because I thought that was interesting. I don't normally gravitate to products like this, but I just wanted to really see. I was curious how it is. Whoa, I thought it would be more sheer, but it's not. It definitely is really pigmented. I'm not really into like a Barbie pink normally, but let's apply. Ooh, glides right on. Very lightweight. It reminds me of like a satin or MAC Luster lipsticks. It's not like a lip gloss. It doesn't have that much shine to it, but it's really nice, and it feels very comfortable on the lips, like super silky. They have a ton of different shades. They also have a matte lip crayon. So this is supposed to keep your lips happy for a full 8 hours, whatever that means. Maybe moisturized, I don't know. But it definitely does feel more like a lip balm than it does as a lipstick just because of how soft it is and how lightweight it feels. I really like the formula of that. I just don't like the color. Moving on to the next lip product, let's try out the other ones I got. So this is Crimson Coast, and this is just their regular lipstick. It's 100% natural as well, so you know if you're eating it, it's okay. So this is supposed to be a satin lipstick, very pigmented. That looks just as shiny as the last one. It's supposed to have 8-hour moisture. So I don't know if the color is supposed to last 8 hours, but it's supposed to keep your lips hydrated for that long. Kind of like a lip balm. It glides around really easily. Probably need a lip liner with it. Seems to be feathering out a little bit. I feel like it just needs to be tamed. I'm gonna use a lip liner to kind of clean it up a bit and prevent that feathering. Okay, so even with a lip liner, I kind of had a hard time there because it's so slippery. But anyways, it's applied. It's a lot brighter of a red than I expected it to be. I thought it was gonna be like a very deep line, but it's not. It's a little bit like a brighter red. The color is not for me. It definitely feels moisturizing on my lips. There's no denying that. It's very lightweight, just like the last one. I'm having a hard time differentiating between the finishes. Like they just felt the same, but they are very pigmented. So if you like a really lightweight, natural lip product, I feel like Burt's Bees definitely is a good go-to. All right, you guys, so those are all the Burt's Bees makeup that I have to test out today. Overall, I am very impressed with Burt's Bees because my expectations weren't really set that high, but they really blew me out of the water because I feel like natural makeup or natural products really have a bad rep for not performing as well, but most of the products did perform really, really well. Let's take a look at my foundation to see how it held up throughout the video. So you can see that the oils kind of came back even after applying that powder. It really did already crease on my nostrils, but it's starting to crease on my laugh line and also here where my brows make my little wrinkles. It's creasing there as well, which I always usually get that there, but after setting with a powder, I normally don't get it so quickly. So that's why I'm a little bit, As for like the splotchiness, it kind of diminished like as we kept applying more makeup, like the concealer and the blush. You don't really see too much of that splotchiness that you initially saw with the foundation. So I feel like that just needed a little bit time to settle in, but I had to work really hard to get an even application when I was applying it. Check the description if you want to see how it wore, but for right now, it's not blowing me away on a first impression. I don't know, it gave me a weird experience. So the foundation is questionable to me right now, but I am very impressed with how full coverage it is. The brow product I really liked. I just want them to come out with a thinner version, and the mascara was probably one of my favorite products that we tried from them, and the blush is definitely my favorite. The eyeshadow, for me personally, because I like to do more complex eye looks, I like a lot of pigment, I probably wouldn't reach for it, but if you're new to makeup, you probably would really like this and get some good use out of it because it's really user-friendly. Overall, I'm gonna say that this is a pretty good product. It's okay. It just depends on what you want from an eyeshadow and how you like to wear your shadows. I'll continue using this brightening cream to see if it helps with evening out my skin discoloration and things like that in the dark spots, and I will let you guys know. Overall, really good experience with this Burt's Bees. It was a lot of fun. I was definitely worried, especially after trying like Lush makeup. I was expecting it to kind of go that way, and instead it went a lot better, and I enjoyed most of the products, which is more than I can say for my Lush video. Link in the description if you want to watch that one. But anyways, that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you missed these videos over here, then make sure you go and watch them, and I will see you over there. And of course, if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button to be notified about future videos, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys. Mwah. Bye.